turn 4 now. Final turn of the first quarter is where we're going to pick this game up. The White Skull Windbreakers on defense. Currently a 0-0 ball game. This is indeed the White Skull Windbreakers versus the Goodest Boys. Doug the Minotaur versus Old Gamer Mike Ork versus Necro. White Skull Windbreaker, or Doug the Minotaur rather, the current league champion. Rulag, the one who dealt it on the block, gets a knockdown. Neither team bumping down onto the bonus clock. Windbreakers are about to use it here on this turn. Oh no, it's a bug. He was on the bonus clock. He's down to 5 minutes 50 seconds. So the Windbreakers on defense here are going to recover this ball. Morgue Babysitter is going to move down to the 8-yard line. Defensive recovery here for the Windbreakers. Second quarter is going to begin with the Goodest Boys losing possession of the ball. They're down a couple of players, it looks like. Well, more than a couple. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? How can that be? I must have miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sergeant McManus is going to stand up. Sergeant McManus, the number 2 flesh golem. Flesh golems have a strength of 4. They have thick skulls, but more importantly, they have stand firm. Stand firm, so when you get pushed back, when there's a push result on you, you do not have to get pushed back. You can stay in place. It's a great pitch control skill. The offense finding itself behind the defense a bit here. Just dodge by Gilroy Warmblood. Takes a mark on barking backside. No mark on the ball carrier other than Alf, the rookie lineman. Hey, is that my Alf? Here's the one dive blitz by Patty Ryan. Gets a push, has to follow up due to Frenzy into the uphill block, and that is going to be a turnover. That's the danger of Frenzy. On the first block with Frenzy, if you get a push, you must follow up and you must take a second block. If you're not careful, you put yourself into an uphill block situation. As we saw there, that's a turnover. Now the Windbreakers free to move this ball. We get the knockdown on Alf. Morgue Babysitter, the rookie lineman, is going to move down pitch to the 18-yard line. Double skulls back at this scrum. Spends reroll. Let's go Windbreakers down to one reroll left. Got a great KO there on David Kessler. These werewolves are very important pieces on a Necro team. MA8, Claw, Frenzy. We'll see if the KO sticks for the next drive. Another armor break here. It's a stun. It's a great stun for stalling this out. 28 seconds left on the clock for the Windbreakers. Windbreakers feeling pretty secure with this defense getting really all the way behind the offense. Nobody is threatening the ball carrier right now. Two-die block on Benjamin by Pants Vomit. I hate saying it every time I say it. Gets the knockdown. Now two-die block on Inspector Villiers. Outstanding result here. Wait, how is that both standing? What? What am I missing? What? What? Not sure how that worked out. 26 now, the Goodest boys. Jack Goodman getting the push. The number 7 rate. Seconds on the clock for the Goodest boys. They're going to roll a skull. That is going to be a turnover. And now the Windbreakers are able to park this ball right on the sideline. The first order of business, Morgue Babysitters just going to head on over to the right wide zone and be nice and safe. And then some blocks to be taken. There it is. The Windbreakers, really nothing to do here but to try to collect some casualty points. I need to stop pressing keyboard buttons when the mic is keyed up. Failed the foul appearance roll here. A kind sir with the raid. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Very kind of you, a kind sir. Your name is true to form. Thank you very much. Bad Dog, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone. Welcome Raiders. We're in game 2 of our doubleheader today. Draw game earlier this evening between Tizzle Bizzle and Ian. That was a 1-1 game. Now we have Doug the Minotaur versus Old Gamer Mike. Currently the defense, the Windbreakers, has control of the ball. They're parked just off of the end zone here. They're going to try to score on defense. They'll have the ball on offense to start the second half of the game. Looking for some SPP, looking to get some removals. They get a foul on Jack Goodman. 9+ will break armor here. Three-die block with the big guy. Gets the knockdown due to the block skill, but no armor break. Windbreakers back on the bonus clock. Turn 7 for the Goodest boys. They know the touchdown's been given up. So now it's about keeping your team alive. And being prepared for the second half of this game. Three KOs. KOs come back on a 4+ in this game, unless you have something like Bloodweiser Keg. Each Keg will increase your chances of a recovery by 1. So 1 cake makes the KO roll a 3+, 2 cakes makes it a 2+. In the game of Blood Bowl, 1s always fail and 6s always succeed. So you can't pick up 3 cakes and always succeed a KO roll. Warmblood, the rookie ghoul runner, is going to run away, ostensibly applying pressure, but probably just trying to keep the ghoul runners safe, which I think is prudent. These ghouls do not have regen. One die blitz against the one who supplied it. It's Ivan, the Animal Death Shroud, on the block. And Ivan himself is KO'd. 3 cakes. Makes you black out and forget everything. That's right. 1 die blitz by Ivan. Ivan's gonna get knocked out by these orcs. We'll see if Ivan comes back in the second half. 2 die blitz on Warmblood. Tried to get away. It's not gonna happen here. But no armor break. This knockdown also keeps the Ghoul Runner off the back of Morg Babysitter. 2 die block back in the scrum. Gets a knockdown on Alf. Alf, formerly of the... Well, did we play already? I don't think we have. That can't be my Alf. Oh wait, this isn't even my division. It can't be my Alf. 40 seconds to go here. Windbreakers on the 2 die block against Inspector Windbreakers. Oh, I know I'm butchering that name. Gets a put or gets a knockdown. 15 seconds left to go in turn 7. Final turn of the game. The Goodest boys up first. They just want to keep players on the pitch. They're going to take a 2 die block against the one who supplied it. They're going to get a push out of this. I don't think Doug is going to risk the foul on the Ghoul Runner. He might. But it won't matter anyway. That's a turnover. Turn 8 for the Windbreakers. 1 reroll left. We'll see if he takes some blocks before scoring. There it is. A 2 die block. This works out. 2 block skill. And there's an injury. Well done. Perfectly timed. Not so trusty matches. Thank you for the bits. Perfectly timed. So the Windbreakers, this, by the way, is the right move. This is something I don't do because I get very skittish when I have a guaranteed touchdown. I want to get the... My goodness! I want to get the touchdown. Regen finally kicks in here. But if the odds are strongly in your favor, take your blocks, get a favorable position in the game, get that player advantage, get that SPP. Windbreakers are going to score here at the end of the half. Not so trusty patches. Thank you for the bits. And just 1 KO is going to return for the Goodest boys, and it's not going to be the Wolf. There's the murder. The perfectly timed sound alert. So now the Goodest boys to set up their defense in the second half of this game. They're going to have 9 on the pitch. It's going to be 11v9, a 2-man player advantage for the White Skull Windbreakers. Blue Polish, thank you very much for the bits. Rooting for the Orc team. Three on the line for the Goodest boys. They've shifted this entire defense to the left side. We'll see if the Windbreakers, remember, offense gets to go first. We'll see if they capitalize on this and just try to shove this defense toward that left wide zone, and then leave that the rest of the pitch free and clear for the ball carrier and the cage. 6 on the line for the offense. Too wide right now for the Windbreakers. They have Air Biscuit over on the right side. They have give this player the MVP on the left. Silent but Deadly back to receive. Here's the kick. Deep kick. Do you see that timer description? Very, 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 very long. That is a test. That is a test string if I've ever seen it. Text. This text is very, 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 very long. Oh, I'm all too familiar with that. On the high kick, Silent but Deadly's going to get under the ball and gets the free catch here. Turn 9 underway. Usually I'm not even that gracious. Like I just mash my hands on the keyboard. That's my long string. Dude, I block on Ted, the rookie lineman now. Gets an armor break, gets a stun. These Orcs are going to want to keep the line here, start shoving the defense aside. Eric Lionheart demands death of Sports Dragon. That's right. That's exactly right. Heber, the level 4 blitzer. Looks like he's going in on the blitz. Not so trusty Patch is praying to Nuffle. Surely his blitz with Heber. 3-die block with Pants Vomit. Gets the pal here on Ivan, the Animal Death Shroud. The star player wearing number 8 for the Goodest boys. We get the knockdown here, but no armor break. Well, bad dog. Oh, going for the handoff to Air Biscuit. Good handoff here. Got through the animosity roll. 50-50 handoff. And so Heber not going to blitz. Heber's going to form the pocket here with Air Biscuit moving down to the opposing 8-yard line. Bad Dog says, why does Spray to Nuffle show double skulls? Do you know Nuffle? A kind sir says later, Raven Company, it's time to go wrangle up the kiddos for bed. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the raid as well. Have a good night. I appreciate it. 2-dive blitz by Patty Ryan gets a push out of this into a 2-dive follow-up. Again, it's going to be a push. This is another issue with Frenzy you need to be careful of. If you take the Frenzy block and you're looking for those 4 dice, that's great for the block, but make sure that it's not a player that is holding down some part of the pitch. If there are tackle zones at a position in the pitch that you're trying to control and you frenzy the player away, you could be in trouble. Not the case here with the Goodest boys, as they're on the left line and committing them to this block, but now Patty Ryan is going to get beat up for sure by Sergeant, Indian give this player the MVP. So the Goodest boys coming in on the left side here, but applying no pressure to the ball. And the ball is going to continue to march down the pitch. So Air Biscuit with the ball on the opposing 18-yard line, left line zone. Currently unopposed. Mark taking on Inspector Villiers. Villiers? I'm going to say Villiers. Inspector Villiers. Solid but deadly. The thrower is going to move forward, and Mark Benjamin, the rookie lineman, is in the middle linebacker position. Now the Windbreakers actively going to work, picking apart the defense. 2-dive block on Inspector Villiers. Gets double skulls, spends a reroll into a pow. Two-dive block's going to be a both standing result against Ivan. Ivan Deathshroud, the animal. I'm not on a first name basis. I should just call him the animal. Two-dive block on Joseph on the left side of the line will be a push. So this is exactly what we were talking about. When the defense was set up, right? The defense set up with players over here. They had 3 on the line. Oh, circles are terrible. They set up something like this. The offense held the line, started shoving people over here, and you can see that's where these tackle zones are, right? He's got these tackle zones, and he's just picking apart these players and just keeping them away and not being able to block this ball carrier. Four-plus dodge by get this player the MVP. Oh, I thought he was going to declare the blitz. He did not. Who blitzed? Turn 10 for the Goodest boys. They have 2 rerolls for the game. Did I block? Oh no, and a double skulls. We'll have to spend one of those rerolls to get the knockdown here against Morgue Babysitter. Boy, down to 1 reroll for the game. Lots of custom patches. Thank you very much for the bits. Goodest boys down a number of players. Unfortunately, did not get back their second werewolf to start this half. That's a big loss. Those werewolves are important pieces. Lots of speed, lots of ability to open up lanes or push players out of position. Lots of abilities, or the ability with Frenzy to get, 4 dice on a block. That's huge. And on top of all of that, they have claws, so they're treating AV as 8+. When you're up against a high AV team like Orcs, that's a huge bonus. Here's the blitz with the final remaining werewolf, Patty Ryan. 1 die blitz into a push. We'll see how this uphill block works out. It is Matty Ryan's going to stay alive with a push here. Five seconds left on the clock for the Goodest boys. Completely ignoring the ball and just going to get some knockdowns, getting some SBP on this team. One die block on the one who denied it. Turn 11 for the Windbreakers. They'll park the ball right outside that end zone. You can see how far away the ball carrier is from the pocket. Do we even call it a pocket at this point? Here's the pocket right here. I mean, there you go. The world is your oyster. Defense got gotten close, got shoved aside by the offense due to the opening formation. But what you'll often see in the game is you'll see the offense spread wide, right? So you'll see offensive players spreading out wide. And the reason they do that is so that the defense can't come in on them, hit their flanks, and then just stop this offense dead in their tracks. Spread it wide, and that way you can start to set up. Oh, an armor break on the Wolf. He's going to stay on the pitch. He is. It's stunned. That way you can start to try opening up holes. You can bring a player in for the assist, take the block here, maybe open up a hole. It can be very easy, especially as a new player in Blood Bowl, to keep your offense very narrow, keep it very contained. But that's often a problem, especially if you're not a fast team. You'll just get stopped dead in your tracks. You also want to be careful as a new player. Speaking of narrow, like, don't set your guys up like, you know, let's say this is your ball carrier. Don't set your guys up in such a way that someone can take a block. Maybe somebody comes in for the assist. The block's taken here, and he gets chain pushed. Maybe the ball carrier comes out here or whatever. Where this ball carrier could get pushed out to outside of safety, I guess is the phrase I'm looking for. You want to make sure you don't box your own player in. One die blitz. The Windbreakers down the 1-3 roll. We get the knockdown on Warm Blood. They're trying to stall this out as long as possible. It's only the third turn of the half. And they're already toward the end zone, but they've been able to keep their entire team in the drive. They have nobody back to protect the ball carrier. They don't need to. They're controlling a big swath of the pitch here. So they're going to continue to try to knock players down, try to remove those players, try to keep those tackle zones in position. Every stun is a great stun. It's just another turn they can delay scoring. Two-die block against the rookie lineman, number 10, Benjamin. Gets a push out of this. Third 11 for the Goodest boys. They have 7 players left on the pitch. 4-man player advantage for the White Skull Windbreakers. Warm Blood's going to move down pitch. Moving straight back in the left wide zone. Now a two-die block back at the line of scrimmage. It's a POW on Morg Babysitter. No baby to sit today. There's no Morg on the pitch. Two-die block on the one who supplied it. This is the animal, the star player taking the block. Goodest boy is just really unconcerned with the ball. There we go. Now we're starting to see some players pulled back to play some defense to go after the ball carrier. They're not going to be able to stop the score, but maybe they can force the score and get this ball back and make something happen. Even if they can't win the game, if they can pick up a touchdown, not only is that 3 SPP, but that counts for your standings, right? Standings are determined by league points and touchdowns scored and touchdowns given up. So every little bit counts, especially in a 7-week regulation period. Turn 12 now for the Windbreakers. All Gamer Mike says never scored a TD. Well, you will. I promise you that. Two-die block against Ivan the Animal Death Shroud. Gets push here. Minute 3 left on the clock. Windbreakers with 1 reroll remaining. You can see how they continue to try to protect this ball carrier. Yeah, they move back. They're going to move this pocket, move this screen back a little further. Still have their blitz. Benjamin, not much of a threat right now. They're going to take marks. The ghoul runner, faster piece, still can't get to the ball carrier. But it's AG3+, and that's where the blitz is going to be taken, gets the pal here. Whereas this zombie lineman, you might say, well, the zombie's closer. Why not blitz the zombie? Zombie's edge 4+, so it's a 50-50 dodge. Only has an MA of 4, right? So if they want to make the positive dodge, meaning they don't want a negative modifier to that 50-50 dodge, they have to move backwards. So if they move backwards, now we're looking at a 1, that's a 50-50 dodge. 2, 3, 4, rush. There's no way they can get to the ball. Our option to go for the more immediate threat, even though that piece was a little further away. .320 on the bonus clock remaining for the Windbreakers. Now second mark. Taking on Benjamin just to make sure there's no cheeky forward dodge by the Zombo. Final turn of the third quarter coming up. The Goodest boys, they are down 0-1. Still have a reroll left for the game. Did I block him? Give this player MVP. I like how Doug just names his players just pleads, just statements. Can I have $10, please? Minute 20 on the clock in the third quarter. The Goodest boys looking for the blocks. When you're taking your actions, so obviously Blood Bowl is a complex game. There's lots of decisions to make, and you make them on a clock. But generally speaking, when you're rolling dice, so newer players will kind of sometimes get annoyed by the dice. They go, oh, it's a game of randomness. There's certainly randomness in the game, but there are ways to mitigate that luck. You see it time and again. You see it with players like Doug the Minotaur, who just consistently wins, right? Better players just consistently win in this game, and that means it's not a luck-driven game. But there is luck, right? You're rolling dice. And so you're trying to mitigate that luck. You're trying to remove the ability or minimize the ability of luck to play a role in your game. And when you're taking your actions on your turn, generally speaking, When you're taking blocks, you're looking to set up those safe blocks first. So 2 die blocks with the block skill. All switch the final reroll will double skulls here. That'll be a turnover. And there'll be another turn with the Windbreakers sit outside the end zone here as we go into the 4th quarter. So you're looking for, obviously the first thing you're looking for, can I get a 3 die block with the block skill? Can I get my 2 die blocks with the block skill? Can I just get my 2 die blocks? Can I get my, right? You're trying to take your best odds actions first and then go down the list, because if you fail your very first action, that's 10 other players you did nothing with on your turn. It's a turnover. So you're really looking to have a solid action. It's the same with your ad rolls, right? Like my ad rolls get riskier and riskier, and my blocks, my 2 die block with the block cell, I'm going to take those first, right? If I can 3+ dodge away from the line, I want to maybe instead get a 2 die block and push the marking player away, because that has better odds than my ad roll. And so a big part of this game is knowing those odds, getting your action order in check, and then just kind of running down the line with that solid action order. Then your opponent starts to put a crimp in your plan, starts to force you to take actions out of order, force you to make risks, and that's kind of where the game flourishes and develops as the turns progress. Black Wolf says, it's a game not about winning, it's about avoiding as much punishment as possible. Sometimes. Stuns Warmblood, the number 6 Ghoul Runner, on the blitz. Keeping that Ghoul Runner marked and on the ground. 2 die block on Ivan the Animal. This will be a knockdown here as well. 9+ breaks armor on Ivan. No armor break this time. Windbreakers have been deep on the bonus block here. They're down to 3 minutes. Inspector Villiers is going to be probably, is he going to get pushed? He is going to get pushed. Elects not to use the stand firm skill. Gets pushed back to space. Turn 13 for the Goodest boys now. Sets up the 2 die block on Morg Babysitter. We'll get a knockdown here by Jack Goodman. Trying to get some SPP on this Wraith. No more break though. Tough to get SPP against a high armor team. And if you're new to the game, you may think to yourself, haha, I figured it out. I'll knock them down and I'll foul. But no, you won't, because no SPP is awarded on a foul unless there's a particular prayer to Nuffle that's in play. Could I block him when he supplied it? Be a push by Inspector Villiers. Number 1 flesh golem. Die blitz by Sergeant McManus. Yeah, it's a knockout on the one who smelt it. Can we get that big 10+? Damn! Gets the armor break. And gets a stun. There are a number of ways to score SPP in the game of Blood Bowl. You get 1 SPP for a completed, for a reception. So the thrower on a completed reception will get 1 SPP. You get 2 SPP for causing a casualty. So the way that works is when you block 2 rushes here by the werewolf, Patty Ryan, over in the right wide zone, applying some pressure to the ball carrier now. 2 SPP for causing a casualty. When you take a block, you roll your block dice. If your block succeeds and knocks down the opponent, then the armor roll is done to try to break armor. If you break armor, you roll on the injury table. That can be a stun, a KO, or an injury, or casualty rather. And if it's casualty, you roll one more time on the casualty table. If you get to that casualty table, you'll get 2 SPP. Another way to score points is by a touchdown in this game. You score a touchdown, you get 3 SPP on the player that scored. And finally, you can get 4 SPP for being declared the MVP of the game. Two-eye blitz in the right wide zone, blitzing down Patty Ryan. Gets the knockout here, just a 9+ to break armor. That's average armor. So you moved in a player, not just for the assist, but you moved this player in front of where the werewolf wants to be. That means if Patty Ryan is going to try to get off the sideline, it's in a precarious spot to keep moving forward. Really, the only place to go would be backwards. That keeps the werewolf locked down, and the Windbreakers will be able to stall for yet another turn. I think it's a tough matchup for the Necro team. It's a fresh Necro team up against a skilled up mid-TV Orc team, and there's just a lot of skills on this Orc team to kind of get through. Now, of course, the petty cash is the equalizer, but it's not always equal. Like, you will certainly get the difference in team value in petty cash. That is equal, quote unquote. But what you can spend it on might not be of equal game value. Did I block on Ted? The rookie lineman back near the line of scrimmage. He's going to get knocked down. Armor is broken. That's a stun. The Windbreakers is keeping this Necro team at bay. Turn 14 now for Goodest boys. More blocks to take by the Windbreakers. They're going to get a POW against by the Windbreakers, by the Goodest boys. They're going to get a POW against the big blocker. They get a stun out of this. I really love these wraiths. I love the socks. The socks with the clothespins. I really like that. Did I block on barking backside? Gets a knockdown by Inspector Villiers. Joseph, the lineman, is the kicker on the team. He's going to move forward to mark Blue Snort. Stand up blitz by Patty. What? What? Let's go! So he can push him into the end zone here and force the score. That's exactly what he's going to do. There it is. Holy smokes! I was in awe. I don't know if I caught that. Let's see if I caught that. I just didn't really catch it. But 3 dodges in a rush forces the score here. But with only a couple of turns left, well, it's going to be an uphill battle to get on the board. We'll see if they can make it happen, though. So just a one-man player advantage for the Windbreakers. Oh, well done. Well, well done, Eric. Well done. All right, the Windbreakers with 1 turn left to defend. They're going to screen out the end zone. 3 on the line for them, the Goodest boys. Now to set up their offense, they'll have 2 turns to try to get on the board here. 5 on the line. They have the number 1 flesh column in the left guard position, Sergeant McManus on the right guard position. Dr. J.S. Hirsch back to receive the number 5 goal runner. See how this turn shakes out. They could get on the board, but they'd have to hustle. Otherwise, it might just be about keeping the team alive for next week. Tough matchup for this Necro team. But they're coming out of it not too badly injured here. Alf misses next game, but otherwise, so far so good. In fact, it might be a blessing in disguise, like David Kessler remains KO. That's a very important piece up against this bash sheet work team. He's going to stay in the KO box and be safe. Everybody, almost everybody on the line. 9 players on the line for the Goodest boys. Here's the kick. No kicker for the Windbreakers. Who's Benjamin? There he is. Oh, the ref doesn't like Benjamin. Turn 15 for the Goodest boys. They can score. We'll see if they're going to try to go for it, if they're just going to keep the team safe. 2-eye block, get the foul, Morgue babysitter. Second block on the line will be a push against Barking backside. Trying to get the assists here on Pants Vomit. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. 2-die block. Well done. Gets a pal. Oh, he had Ivan, so he had 7. Follows up to get an assist on Barking backside, but we'll see if he tries to score. If he tries to score, he's going to try to hand off to the werewolf, I would wager. But we'll see. Looks like he's setting up the cage. Handoff declared. Oh no, that's a pass. All right, gonna pass to. Pass and attempt to. Does it tell you? Not sure what happened there. Going for the pass. Pass didn't succeed. Goodest boys will not be able to get on the board. And 2-0 in the Windbreakers' favor. A couple of turns left. Looking for some SPP at this point. The Windbreakers already earning a spot in the Blood Bowl. If they win the Dungeonbowl, that effectively removes a slot. It eliminates another threat to the team. It's also an option to maybe you qualify with one team and you're not looking to put any more SPP on them. You could build another team, provided there's competitions left in the season. If you qualify with them, now you have a choice of teams you can play. Like the Mid-Stars had the Windbreakers all season long. Won the Chaos Cup. And looking to win the Dungeonbowl. And a bit of a rocky start with the Windbreakers. This will be their first win of this competition. Drew their first 2 games. final turn of this game coming up. No way for the Goodest boys to score. It's about SPP at this point. So they'll take some blocks. They'll do a pass with someone. Did I block out a Powell and Barking backside? You can see even now, Old Gamer Mike taking his time on his turns and looking for those 2-die blocks. That's one of the things I really like about this game, is just watching coaches kind of evolve. Early on in Blood Bowl play, you'll see a coach evolve kind of turn after turn, and then game after game, and then competition after competition. And it's a stark contrast from the first quarter of this game, or early in the second quarter of this game. You can see now looking to set up those blocks, getting the power here. Well done. We'll see if we can get an armor break out of this. Indeed, well done. That is how you do it. 2 SPP on the Wraith. Well done. Yappo's going to be spent, but he'll still take his SPP. Yappo's going to save the player. Well done. Pick up 2-star player points for Jack Goodman. 2-die block girls, double skulls, and that'll be it. That's the game. 2-0. The White Skull Windbreakers are going to win this one. They're going to pick up their first win in this competition. Well played by both coaches. It was a lot of fun to watch. Tough matchup, I think, for the Necro team, but waited out and stuck it out till the end. Got a couple of SPP at the end as well. And with that win, the White Skull Windbreakers are going to advance into second place behind the Dead Poets. They are 1-2-0 now, 2 points behind the Dead Poets. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. Coming up next, we have another double header this Thursday, August 22nd, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That will begin with Subductus Super Kilocopters versus the Harlequins BBFC, Berserker Tempest versus BB Nut. That's Underworld Denizens versus Undead. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, UTC -4. That's the Dead Wolves. Teen Wolf and Freds versus Juxtaposed Juggernauts. El Numerino versus War Horsemen. That will be Necro versus Chaos Renegades. There is a gap of time in there. I think we are going to fill that time with another game. And so we're going to have 3 games of Blood Bowl on Thursday. So looking forward to that. There's one game left to be scheduled. That's between Spike Magazine Trophy champion Nick Satan in Cenozoic Park against Malik's Maximum Von Cito. That is a Lizard mirror match. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to the schedule on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Also, our website is a PWA. It's a progressive web app. You can, if you use Chrome, I think maybe Safari supports it as well. But if you right-click, or if you're on your phone, if you just sort of hold the tab, you can install the website to your phone or to your computer, and then you'll have MAML stats and news right there on your desktop. It updates in real time, so you can throw it up on the screen and just watch the scores as a game goes by, or check out stats or whatever you need to do. But man, I love this game. Play Blood Bowl. It is so much fun to play. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until this Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.